chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls. Let's face it, narcissists gravitate towards us. They just do. They're on the lookout. Okay? So it's not the fact that you just keep meeting them. These parasites are on the prowl, looking for people with characteristics, traits, ethics, morals, like yourself. Okay? This is what they're doing. Alright? And obviously narcissism affects you. It can affect you very badly if you're raised by a narcissist. It can affect you in the workplace, etc. But a lot of you experience romantic relationships, and this is more probably what you're referring to, because someone mentioned in the comment section, hopefully they watch it, they wanted a video about this, and I was actually planning to do this video today anyway, so, and that's not a word of a lie. Like, honestly, I was actually planning to do this video yesterday for today. And all I'm saying to you is they are on the lookout for people like you. But what you've got to do, okay, what I encourage you to do, is you can't reveal this experience that you've had with other narcissists. None of us can. None of us can. This is coming from a real place, I'm telling you, right? I've learned my lesson now. I can't tell people about narcissistic abuse and things like that, because they know, I guarantee what happened to you is narcissists will do the same thing that the previous narcissist done, and that's why you're falling into these patterns. But it is a lot deeper than you think, right? It's obviously I delve into this more on a spiritual channel, but I'll touch on it here. It's you are beings of light, okay? And just like in the physical form, when we look at a light and there's moths around the light, okay, this is what narcissists are like around you. They feel your energy. Like, this is a narcissist we're talking about. They everything's about supply. What is supply? Energy. E equals MC squared. The way it makes them feel, okay, being in your presence, seeing you look at them, seeing you look at them in their eyes, seeing you believe their bullshit, right? This is what it is, right? Like, this is, they're very sensitive to feelings, okay? Like, within their self-absorbed feelings within inside themselves, right? But they pick up on your vibe. Okay, so this is what it is. This is what it is. So all I can really reinforce for all of us, everything I'm telling you, I'm telling myself too. It's like, you meet someone new, talk about the present, and be just the same way a narcissist is on the prowl, right? Looking for chosen ones, empaths, genuine souls like yourselves, and that's what they're going around the earth doing. You need to be on the lookout for narcissists. I need to be on the lookout for narcissists. Okay? In any aspect, it can happen in the workplace, it can happen with friendship groups, family members, romantic relationships, but be on the lookout for these lot. Okay? You have to be on the lookout for these lot. So just don't reveal that you've been through narcissistic abuse. I know it's nice. It's nice to express, you know. I like to express. I'm sure you're aware I like to express. And I encourage expression. This is why we have, we're able to withstand the hardships of the world, because we do express our emotions and we do express ourselves. The total opposite of a narcissist. The narcissist keeps it bottled up. They don't tell you nothing. They lie through their teeth, right? Until it gets so many narcissistic injuries that they come lashing out at you with some bullshit, you know, some smear campaign, some, you know, some fucking, do you know what I mean? Like, they'll come with something. So all I'm saying to you is, you know, it's really deep, right? It's a battle. It is a war going on, you know? It is a war. Good versus evil. Light versus dark. That is what is happening on this stage that we call Earth. You know? And these narcissists, you know, they are on stage. It is a performance. You know, they're putting on a performance. Theatrics, all of that. Because they're not true to themselves. If we one of the main things, right, is the empath, the chosen one, the genuine soul is real, authentic. Everything that the narcissist is not, if I said that right. Like, they're not authentic, they're not real. Okay, and that's why you run into these people. So they need someone like you. You know, they always need someone like you, or they try to find someone like you. Authentic people. This is what they're on the lookout for. No one, like, this is why I encourage you, don't, like, I'm not trying to say this so you stop watching a channel you enjoy or anything like that. You're free to make your own decisions, but from research that I've done on these narcissist channels, a lot of them say, oh, it's okay, two narcissists being together. Oh, two narcissists can be together. I've heard them say this, and I think, no, they can't. Right? They can't. Why is there so many of you lot getting hurt? Right? All of us getting hurt by these creatures. Right? If narcissists could be together, they can't. A narcissist would rather be fake, phony, fraudulent around you to be in your company than they would to settle with a narcissist. Alright? And really, these narcissists are, you know, zombies. You know, they're dead. You know, they're dead. You know, like, you can tell by the way they look at you. You know, and age. You know, this is the thing. A lot of you're all from different age categories, but this is why I say there's no rush to karma and stuff, right? Because age catches up with them badly. You know, age catches they fear aging. All of us can experience fear in aging, but they fear it to a next level, to a next extent, right? And it's because fundamentally a lot of them, okay, which I have experience of, several spiritual narcissists, I think they're the worst kind, okay? And this is what I want you to watch out for, because many of you are spiritual, and I don't often touch on as much spiritually on this channel as I do on this on the spiritual channel, but maybe I should try and bring it more into this channel. Tell me what you think. But like, these spiritual narcissists, it's not just religion, it can be spiritual practices or whatever. Like, they lure you in with this shit, or they mirror what you're into. They mirror you, that you have a spiritual practice, or you're devoutly religious, or whatever, right? They mirror that about you, and they make out they're the same way. And this is how you let your guard down, and you start expressing, oh, I was in a narcissistic relationship, or family unit, or whatever, and you start revealing secrets that you need to keep to yourself, right? I've been doing sessions with someone recently, and he, you know, a narcissist actually asked him, this is going to be a bit deep, right? But a narcissist actually asked him for a bit of his bone and a bit of his blood, right? To do some kind of spells, right? And he was like, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Like, I understand why he done it. But, like, I don't believe there's much power that these lot can do, right? Because it can't supersede God or the universe or the creator or the universal author. It can't, you know, whether you have a belief system that you believe in a higher entity or God or universe or, you know, source, right? They can't supersede that with their spells and their wickedness, right? And certain research that I've done, okay, a lot of these people that carry out these practices, maybe some of you even do it too, right? But it's like, on certain days they can they cast spells and stuff. They have to wait for certain full moons and half moons, dark moons, all this stuff. I don't know that much about it. I just done a little bit of research, and this is what they do, right? And what I want you to understand is this is why they remain obsessed, right? I'm telling you, right? There's narcissists out there that were in your life previously that probably walk around chanting or doing some stuff on certain days of the month, 28th, 29th, certain days of the month, certain moon cycles, walking around with your name in their shoes, right? This gentleman I done a session with, the narcissist had a shrine or something of him, right? Had a shrine, okay? And I said this a while back, yeah, because I used to touch on this. Narcissists, right? They keep trinkets of yours, okay? Like, they'll take belongings. You might not even remember. The belonging might be so insignificant to you, but they keep belongings of yours, right? And I don't know if you remember Hey Arnold, the cartoon. Helga, the bully girl, used to call Arnold, if you're not aware of the program, football head, and she used to cuss him out and everything like that. But in her bedroom, she had a shrine of him, right? And this is what I'm saying. This is what narcissists are like, okay? And the reason you're attracting them, the reason that we all attract them is because of our light, is because of our aura, is because of all of that. So what I'm saying to you is, right, look, if I'm at work, yeah, like, I pray, I pray, I have spiritual practices, I pray and stuff like that, right? Everyone has their own thing, right? And I don't reveal that to people that I'm at work, you see? And what I've learned now is, say I meet anyone in the future, friend, romantic relationship, whatever, right? I'm not going to mention that I have a belief system. Now, some of you devoutly religious people might say, oh, you should bear God's name and, you know, speak God's name. No, what I'm saying is, if I tell someone, oh, I pray to God, or I do prayers, or whatever, right? They're going to start to say, I can start to mirror him. I can say that I'm into praying as well. And they can start, like, whereas if you just don't reveal your whole hand, this is why we're attracting narcissists, because we wear our hearts on our sleeves, we're open books, we're transparent, everything like that. And I'm not telling you to lose that, but I'm telling you, don't be like that with strangers. See what I'm saying? You've got so many people in your life, even if many of them are gone away from your life now, or throughout your life, like me, right? You've had so many people in your life that you've been transparent with and open and honest. Where has it got us? I'm not telling you to lie. I'm just telling you to be very, 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 very slow burning, right? Very slow paced. Okay? We're always in a rush to go somewhere. Like, why are we rushing for? You know? Why are we rushing? You know? Think about it. As much as I don't have children myself, but as much as I would like to have children, right? Necessarily, if I don't have children, it's not the end of the world. Like, what I'm saying is, I know, like, all of us, right, can meet someone instantaneously and settle with them and everything like that. You can meet, and it will probably be another narcissist or a sociopath or a psychopath, right? And that's the thing. Don't settle. That's why we attract narcissists. What? See, we're going to attract narcissists, but I'm talking about letting them in your world where they disrupt your life, right? And that's why we just can't be so open, right? And if you're facing loneliness and everything like that, and you think the answer is just to rush and find someone new, I don't encourage it. You know, I don't encourage it. And someone I had a session with recently, they said to me, we was having this conversation. I was telling them, right, or they was expressing, right, And I said, like, they said, oh, well, so you would be alone forever? And I said, yeah. Like, if you can come to terms and happiness inside yourself where you're going to be alone forever, because I don't want to give my time to people that are unworthy. You see what I mean? That's the thing. And majority of people, like, there's been people in my past that I've ran into and I've got close with, and I pulled away straight away. See, I've got out. Or even this is what I'm saying. Sometimes people will play wishy-washy, like hot and cold, and do all that shit, and then like I just pull away. You see what I mean? So you could take that as a rejection, or you could take it as they're playing games and all of that. So there's no point, you know. There's no point. And why we like we get look, the fact of the matter is you're going to attract narcissists, but if you be selective, be slow burning, don't reveal too much about yourself, be mysterious, you can drop a few things in there, right? Or you're being truthful, but you ask questions, right? This person I had done a session with as well, another lady, she said she asked people, what have you ever done wrong before? Or what I can't remember how she said it, like, what have you ever made a mistake for about? Or when have you made a mistake? And she noticed that narcissists are very stubborn and they won't admit to a mistake, a fault, right? And all of us empaths, we're not faultless. You know, we're not faultless. We've made mistakes. We've done bad things, right? We may have got angry. We may have, you know, shouted at someone, or what, you know what I'm saying? We've done things, right? There's people in the comment section said they've done things like we may have been involved in reactive abuse where narcissists are winding us up and then we explode or whatever. Like, this is what we've all been through, these kinds of things, right? So please just embrace you're going to meet narcissists, but you know, it's about taking control of the narcissist. You see what I mean? Take control of the narcissist. I'll be honest, right? When you go through, you know, few encounters with narcissists, you get to the place, right? You get to the place where, how can I put this? You get to the place, okay, where you're in a split mind, okay? And that's what I want you to watch out for. You'll meet someone new. They'll be telling you a whole stuff. Oh, I work here. Oh, I do that. Oh, I do this. And what you'll realize is half of you doesn't believe a word they're saying, right? You just don't believe a word they're saying. You're seeing inconsistencies in how they're expressing it. You're picking up all this. But us as the empath, we're like, oh no, I'll believe them. Why would they lie? This is what we do. We say, why would someone lie about something that's so insignificant to my world and anything that's going to affect me? But the fact of the matter is, they do. They lie about insignificant things. They lie about important things. They lie about all things in between. Right? To please you. To please you. Don't forget that part. To please you. That's why they lie about all these things. They want to stay in your good books. And when you're around someone like that, you know what I mean? This is why we have to train ourselves. We have to get to the point of discernment where we're wholeheartedly saying that this person's talking rubbish. Then you can politely leave the dinner table, or you can politely leave the restaurant and say, I've got a family emergency, or I've got this, or I've got that. You know what I'm saying? And get the hell away from them. Right? Don't. I can't, you know. What I'm saying is us as human beings, we have desires and things like that, and you have fantasies, not fantasies, like you want to have a happy family or a happy this and happy that. If you meet someone and you tell them, oh, I want a happy family, right? I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, right? They know how to manipulate you and stay. They know how to stay in a way where they take advantage of you. See what I mean? They can take advantage of you because they know what you want, right? They know that they can even give you a little bit, and then, you know, like they're casting a hook in from a fishing rod, you know, and then you bite, and they've caught you. This is what happened, right? These narcissists are on every corner, everywhere, waiting to draw you out. So what I'm suggesting, right? Let's focus on romantic relationships. None of us can meet someone, you know, sleep with them very quickly, let them in very quickly, because letting someone in emotionally is a form of intimacy as well. It doesn't have to be physical intimacy, right? Letting someone in, okay? This is what I mean. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying. This is coming from a real place. You meet someone. You're not in no rush. How does that come across to a narcissist? They're impatient. They can't take rejection. It's not they'll take that as rejection, right? Say you meet someone, you don't sleep with on the first day, second day, third day. You meet up. You don't get in endless talking conversations on text and phone and video calls and all of that, right? And you say, yeah, I can meet you next week and you go for a coffee. I guarantee if you just go on several dates, going for a coffee or a meal or something like that, and going home, back to your house, right? Letting them go to their house, right? It's not like you're playing hard to get. It's just you having value for yourself, right? Number one, okay, when you're intimate with someone, it creates a bond, right? Soul tie. Also, there's dangers of of disease and things like that, right? You can't rush in with these people in this day and age. In this day and age, you cannot do it, all right? And this is why you keep attracting narcissists. And when I'm saying let someone in, it doesn't have to be physical intimacy. Letting someone in can be, like I said in the earlier segments, saying, oh, I've been through narcissistic abuse. Oh, I've been through physical abuse or domestic abuse or whatever. And you're telling people your story. They know what not to do. They know how to play you. Right? Let them reveal stuff about themselves. Okay? And this is what I'm saying. I called the video Why You Keep Meeting Narcissists. It's deeper than you think. These narcissists are always going to be around you, right? Whether it's the workplace, wherever, you know what I'm saying? Family, friends, there's going to be narcissists around. But it's just who you let in, okay? And I know it's nice to have someone you can express with and all of that. It's very nice. But where has it got us? We've learned a lot of lessons. We've gained a lot of wisdom, everything like that. That's what the empath does. That's what you do. That's what I do. We're able to turn negative situations into positive ones. But where has it got us? Okay? It didn't strengthen the bond. It just allowed someone to take advantage of you. Okay? So all I'm saying is just be slow burning, take your time, and don't rush into things. Okay? And be very, very, very selective. Okay? The more and more you go through narcissistic abuse, you realize you're a higher life form, and you're not gonna settle for less. Okay? You're not gonna settle for less ever again. In any aspect. Okay? You can't settle for less. So please adopt these things that I've discussed in this video. You know, just take your time. There's no rush for anything. Alright? There's no rush for anything. It's better to be a person that's selective than settling for a friendship, romantic relationship, whatever, right? Don't settle for no one. And that's what a lot of you are doing. I'm not being condescending or belittling or anything like that. A lot of you have settled after the narcissist, which fundamentally you run into another narcissist. It makes you more miserable. Don't settle for no one, right? And you'll know if you meet a good friend, romantic partner, you'll know. But you remember how you felt when someone was love bombing you. You know, don't fall for that trick again. Right? I'm telling you, these narcissists want to talk to you on long term on the phone, video chats, texts, all this shit. Fuck that. Excuse my language. Sorry, but forget that. Maybe some of you females like that and all of that, and this is what someone said in the social media the other day. Oh, I like that, Zion, I like that. Yes, but where does it get you? It doesn't get you nowhere. You speak to someone for long term. If you're face to face with someone, you'll notice something in their eye. You'll notice something the way they act. You'll notice something. That's what I'm trying to get at. You'll pick up on something before you let them in. So anyway, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. I'm now available. You're welcome to donate or support to the channel if you'd like to. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. All links you need in the description box below. And I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.